Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Wednesday, June 18th, around 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. Hurricane Erick has formed, is now a strong Cat 3 storm with maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour and headed to Oaxaca. Keep calm. It's boom time, and hurricane season is heating up. Tornado damage reported as millions in the Heartland face life-threatening storms. A tornado watch was issued for millions of people across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana through Wednesday evening. Heed the warnings. We've got the full forecast in just a moment. Severe weather to spread from the Midwest to the East Coast with damaging winds, isolated tornado threats. This latest bout of severe weather began in the plains Monday and Tuesday, where it produced tornadoes, huge hail, and high winds from Kansas and Colorado to Minnesota. Now this storm system is spreading east. And a quick look at the tropical update. Hurricane Erick, maximum sustained winds at 120 miles per hour, will be moving onshore. Erick continues to rapidly intensify, and it's expected to be a major hurricane when it reaches the coast of western Oaxaca or eastern Guerrero within the hurricane warning area late tonight or early on Thursday.
One of the highest mountains in the U.S. Tornado.
According to the key message, weather conditions are deteriorating and preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion before sunset. So hopefully all those people are out of harm's way as the storm is now solid, Cat 3 with 120 mile per hour sustained winds, and the damage will be devastating. And this just in, take a look at this. Think that tornadoes can't happen in the mountains? Well, we just had one on Pikes Peak.
Think tornadoes can't happen in the mountains? Think again. Storm chaser Erick Kelly captured widespread tree damage this week over Divide, Colorado, over 9,000 feet above sea level after what's likely a tornado ripped through the forest. If confirmed, this would be the third tornado in just 3 years near Pikes Peak, one of the highest mountains in the U.S. Last year, an EF1 tornado with 100-mile-per-hour winds knocked down hundreds of trees just north of Cripple Creek. And in 2023, another EF1 crossed the Pikes Peak Highway. Experts say these rare events may have gone unnoticed in the past, but with cell phones and drones rolling, we're seeing what the mountains have been hiding.
And speaking of tornadoes, we'll take a quick look over at Tornado HQ and the live severe weather map. You can see a huge front of storms, all with severe weather warnings. 26 severe weather warnings currently in effect. The latest, a tornado warning coming out for Ohio, Guaga, Portage, and Summit counties. So heed the warnings and get inside. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings in Kentucky, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Arkansas, and Oklahoma, North Dakota, and even Kentucky. It's getting plucky out there. Head over to Tornado HQ for all the latest updates. And now the full forecast. Severe to strong thunderstorms in the east, heat in the central and western U.S. We've got strong to potentially severe thunderstorms with damaging winds, gusts, and forecast Thursday from parts of New England into the mid-Atlantic and the Carolinas. Significant heat will expand across the west and central plains through Friday, potentially breaking daily high temperature records. Dangerous heat will then build into the eastern U.S. this weekend through much of next week. And we'll take a quick look over at the GFS model. That severe weather threat is going to move east through Friday, and by the weekend here, it's going to be quite a quiet pattern across most of the upper 48 here. Sunday, we could see some spiciness in the northeast, but overall, very low-level activity, which is good news for those that have been experiencing severe weather recently. We'll take a quick look at the total accumulated precipitation where you can see those flash flooding threats will take place. It looks like up there in Michigan, northern Michigan, and parts of New York State are going to be at the biggest threat until later next week. Yeah, so northern Michigan and New York State and into the Catskills, flash flooding warning. And we've got snow. Al Gore would be proud. Take a look at this. Snow moving into Alberta and British Columbia and Idaho and Montana and the high elevations in the Pacific Northwest. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Fun day. You go out and you can go sledding above 10,000 feet. How do you like them apples? Seismic update. No quakes of note. We did have some interesting rumblers down here in Central America. We've got a 5.8 in Mexico. Probably these quakes being kicked off by that low pressure system, that hurricane that is now formed in the Pacific. What was the name of the hurricane? Yes, Erick with a CK. Hey. Thanks, Erick. Overall, low-level activity worldwide. Worldwide volcano news. And a large number of the reports are that lingering ash from the massive Liwatobi volcanic eruption to 53,000 feet. Volcanic ash still at 10,000 foot flight level. Dukono to 6,000. Volcanian-sized explosions persisting at Dukono. Ibu to 6,000 feet. Raung on the list. 13,000 foot blast there. Liwatobi. We've got volcanic ash to 40,000 feet, so still erupting today. Merapi, volcanic ash was reported. Reventador on the list. Semadu Hunu also on the list. Raung to 14,000 feet. Liwatobi puffing and passing to 40,000 feet today. Ibu to 6,000 feet. Merapi to 12,000. Shivalush to 15,000. Sangay to 21,000. Shivalush to 15,000. Volcanic ash detected at Reventador, 6,000 foot puff at Ibu. Who knew? Now you do. Swanos Hima on the list with a 7,000 foot puff there. Semadu, 15,000 foot blast. And wrapping up the list is another Liwatobi volcanic ash advisory to 40,000 feet. Quick look at space weather. After that impulsive X-flare last night, things have calmed down. We do have a G1 geomagnetic storm potential forecast for June 20th, thanks to a small CME and a plasma filament that may be arriving and push the KP up into, well, geomagnetic storm. Telemetry looking pretty quiet right now. The largest Oort cloud comet ever observed reveals its secrets with Alma's powerful gaze. Holy macaroni, this is a big one. It is called C 2014 UN 271. It's a true behemoth measuring 85 miles across. So that's a big one. And hopefully this never comes close to Earth. New discoveries in Iran reveal an ancient civilization that may have predated Mesopotamia's rise by thousands of years. Wow. In the dusty valleys of southeast Iran, archaeologists are uncovering clues to a forgotten civilization. Strange symbols on ancient tablets hint at something even older than Mesopotamia. The ancient settlements, widely referred to as the Jiroft site, sits just outside of the modern town of Jiroft, where illegal excavations in the early 2000s led to unintentional exposure of monumental ruins. Now, 2 decades of scientific excavations are revealing a complex urban culture with planned architecture, decorated chlorite vessels, and signs of a writing system that may predate Mesopotamia. All the links will be below. And Lee and I will be covering this on Cosmic Catastrophe on Rumble Saturday night. And there is evidence of a possible ghost plume beneath Oman. Is the core leaking? An international team of geoscientists, chemists, and climate scientists has found evidence of a possible ghost plume beneath the territory of Oman. In their paper, published in the Journal of Earth and Planetary Sciences, the group describes the different types of evidence for the plume they found and what it could mean for the study of plate tectonics. And here's the paper: Ghost Plumes Hidden Beneath Earth's Continents. It will be linked below. My problem with podcast, Luisa Asiamova, now at 500 subscribers. We're trying to get her to 1,000. Come watch our latest podcast with her. 2 hours packed with information on the magnetic pole shift, ice core secrets, and even ancient DNA. It's an eye-opening expose and will debunk some of the crazy theories that are out there right now. And in case you didn't know, the 36th annual Creststone Energy Fair, the longest alternative energy fair on Earth, is happening once again September 11th through the 14th. It's been extended an additional day. It's 3 days long. Leah and I and Alien Alan will be out there for the entire event. We're going to have a seed bomb station where you get to learn how to make your own seed bombs and what they're used for. And, well, we would love to see you out in the San Luis Valley in mid-September. So come join us at the Creststone Energy Fair. And, well, book your Airbnb now because I'm sure it's going to be sold out. And join us in just a few minutes over at Magnetic Reversal News on YouTube for an amazing scientific expose. Why do we have meteor showers every year at the same time? All those questions will be answered. Torrid meteor stream is a threat? Well, could it be the end? Join us in just a few minutes. Support your preparedness. Well, and buckle up and gain some knowledge. And that's a boom to knowledge. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and do all those YouTube things. We are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we need your help to grow. So just hit that subscribe button. Half of you listening are unsubscribed. And be safe. We love you, and that is a boom.